Hello everyone, welcome back to FUT FM with West Ham United, and it has been a little while since we last played this game. I think it's been 2 weeks since we took this on, but that's because I got carried away with the Newcastle series somewhat, and you guys seem to be really enjoying that. But I thought it was time to bring this one back. We have been doing quite well. You may remember that we were kicking off, I think, our second season at the club, and we are now in the Champions League. We won our first ever Champions League game 8-0 against Dynamo Kiev. We're doing well in the league as well. We're currently second place, which means that today we get to open a 100k pack, which will help improve the squad quite a bit. We've got a very strong team. We're currently playing a tactic that is 4-3-3, very attacking with 3 strikers. So we're looking for new strikers if we can get one. Although we've got very good players up there with Vieto, Martial, Dini and Origi. Decent defenders wouldn't be bad either, but generally the team is pretty strong, so it's going to take an exceptional player to actually dislodge one of the current team. But that being said, with us in second place in the league, we do get to open a 100k pack. So let's see if we can pull out a really top quality player. And so far, it doesn't look like there really is one. Now, Vidma might be an interesting option. He's a pretty good right back who can develop quite well. I'm not too interested in Sissoko or Ivanovic. None of the other players are really jumping out at me here. Kier, not particularly interested. Not the Muller that we want either. Still nobody there. So there's nobody there that I can see that I would want to put in the team, actually. I'm not even sure we really want Vidma, to be honest, and Musa Sissoko is not good enough for the team. He also plays on the right midfield, which is not where we want our players to be. So I think this is a bit of a dead 100k pack. You can see that its actual pack value is only 22k, so that was not worth the investment if you're a FIFA player. But I'm happy with the squad as it is, so we're just going to carry on where we left off. We've got a game against West Brom away first, then at home against Spurs, home against Everton, away against Porto, and away against Manchester United. Well, the team for the match against West Brom is a pretty strong one. We're going to have Martial, Dini and Origi leading the line. Herrera, Carvalho and Ali are in midfield with Alaba, Stones, Bartra and Haisaj across the back four. Donnarumma in goal, or Donnarumma in goal. It means that Vieto is on the bench. He's had a pretty poor time so far this season. He might come on as a sub and hopefully he can get a goal, but the main thing is getting 3 points on the board. Bartra's free kick sent in towards John Stones, who wins a header, and the 2 centre-backs are the ones that have linked up to give us a lead. Alaba's free kick sent towards the back post, and Bartra's gone down in the box and he's earned us a penalty. Troy Deeney takes a penalty and he finds the bottom corner for 2. Vieto pulls the ball back to William Carvalho. There's Dele Alli, who just can't get the ball out of his feet. Origi, though, back to Herrera. His ball out wide was cut out and Chadley sends it forward to Rondon. Back out to Chadley, who's been West Brom's best player by a mile. Bartra gets a cross in front of him. Dele Alli plays it down the line for Origi, who's got him behind the defence. He's got Dini in the middle. It comes back for Dele Alli, who does find Dini back across, and Vieto does get a goal. It's his first of the season, and it's taken far too long for him to get it. Alaba onto Herrera. He plays it down the line. Vieto is going to get onto that. He's got 2 in the middle to aim at. He pulls it back across to Troy Deeney, who scores our 4th goal. Haisaj sends the ball across. It comes out towards Dele Alli. He sends it over for Alaba to get to. He's got 3 in the middle to aim at. The ball ricochets away to Chris Brunt. Bartra wins a header. Jakob down to Fletcher. Brunt can send it forward again. Looking for Blanos, who's got him behind our defence, pulls it across, and Salomon Rondon does finally get the goal for West Brom. There is a full-time whistle. It's a very good win for us against West Brom. We were never really threatened. Good attacking football from the team keeps the pressure up on Man United, who are 2 points ahead of us in the title race. Well, we've got an EFL Cup 3rd round match against our rivals Spurs in London for this game. We have switched the team around a bit. Hesse is coming to start up front in place of Troy Deeney. Origi and Martial keep their places in the strike force. Fernando is in midfield alongside Ali and Herrera. And Alaba is partnered by Tagliafico and Paulista in the centre, with Haisaj out on the right. Donnarumma continues in goal. Hysaj whips the ball in, and Martial has scored 22 seconds into this game, his 7th of the season, and that goal came from nowhere at kickoff. Belotti takes it past one defender, but Tagliafico gets rid of the ball. Now it's Kyle Walker. He finds Wanyama. Fernando gets it, but they keep giving it back to Spurs. Tagliafico again back to Alderweireld. Ericsson loses it, and this time we have the ball. Origi can launch counter-attack. It's Hesse to Martial. Back across to Hesse. Touch a bit heavy, but Origi's effort is blocked, and Lamela gets it away. But here's Herrera. Danger not passed with Hysaj whipping it across, and Martial is at the far stick for 2. Dele Alli to Herrera. There's Hesse slipping it through for Origi. He goes for goal, and he scored a screamer there. Just absolutely fired it into the top corner for his 10th of the season. Free kick from Herrera, sent in towards Paulista, whose header goes into the back of the net. The former Arsenal man gets his first goal for us against their rivals Spurs. Martial sends the ball out wide to Hysaj. He takes to the byline. Can't quite get that ball in as Danny Rose clears it away, but Paulista gets a header. Here's Ander Herrera back to Hysaj for another try. He puts it in first time. Hesse can't finish it. It's come from Martial. He sends it back to Alaba, but he's offside as he puts that ball in the net. Fernando plays the ball to Dele Alli on the edge of the area. He slips it through for Hysaj, who can pull it back across, and Trippier has fouled Bernard in the penalty area, and we've got a chance for goal number 5. It's going to be Troy Deeney who takes the penalty. He had to come on for Vieto, who was a substitute himself after he got a concussion. And Deeney's got the chance for the 5th goal. He finds that bottom corner. That's his 9th and our 5th of the game against Spurs. There's a full-time whistle. This has been an absolute destruction of Spurs. And our current team in this formation looks pretty unstoppable right now. Well, it's important we follow up that excellent win against Spurs with another victory in the league against Everton today. Manchester United played Liverpool in the early kickoff and were beaten by Liverpool. So if we win this game against Everton, we will go top of the league on goal difference ahead of Liverpool. So it's a strong team going out there with Martial, Deeney and Origi, the leading front 3 players. Herrera, Carvalho and Ali are in midfield with Alaba, Paulista, Bartra and Stones across the back 4. Donnarumma in goal. I expect us to win this game by a few goals on our current form. Herrera's free kick in towards Bartra. Deeney's there, and Troy Deeney has given us the lead inside the first minute of this match. Alaba sends the ball in. It's headed away. He's got it again though. Now under Herrera to Dele Alli. Ball out to Alaba. Whips it across, and Troy Deeney is there to fire it into the bottom corner. John Stones running at the Everton defence. Ball cleared away. Here's Herrera into Troy Deeney, onto Martial and into the back of the net. Forward pass this corner in the 91st minute. Headed down by Bartra. Tagliafico fires it in for 4-0. There is a full-time whistle. It's a very good 4-0 victory over Everton. And this team just goes from strength to strength as we move to the top of the league table. Well, after 3 victories so far in this episode, we're looking to make it 4 away from home in the Champions League against FC Porto. This is going to be one of our bigger challenges. I think even though Galatasaray beat them in their first game, that Porto are the bigger team, and away from home they're going to be very difficult to break down. So we've got a strong team lining up against them. Martial, Origi and Deeney, the 3 starting up front with Herrera, Carvalho and Ali in midfield as well. Alaba, Stones, Bartra and Hysaj make up the back 4, even though Hysaj is not entirely fit, and Donnarumma will continue in goal. Corner from Herrera. Cleared out by Sergio, and Telles can bring it away for Porto. He's found Garcia, and it looks like Porto are the dominant team at the moment as he cuts in from that right-hand side, beats the tackle. Alaba gets it away, but it's come back for Garcia. Now Maxi, inside to Sergio. Garcia again, cutting inside from the right, finds Dolberg. Now Maxi swings it into Dolberg, who finds the top corner, and we've fallen behind to Porto. Maxi's long throw sent in towards the box. Bartra heads it away and Origi wins the tackle. Ball runs for Alaba. Can we counter-attack and get the goal that we need to get back in this game? Tielemans sends it over the top looking for Origi. It comes back out. And Alaba has handballed there for no reason whatsoever while on a yellow card, and he's about to get a red. That is absolutely ridiculous. Why on earth did he do that? Dele Alli In towards Troy Deeney, who's just lost the ball there, and Mokinic can bring it away. On to Dolberg, outside Ricardo Pereira. Now Brahimi, some excellent counter-attacking football. Comes to Dolberg, and Donnarumma can't keep it out. We're being heavily beaten by Porto now. Maxi's long throw. Played out by Bartra. Maxi ditches it in again, headed away. Now Brahimi puts it across, and Dolberg has done it. It's 3-0, and he's got a hat-trick. No, there's a full-time whistle. We've been comprehensively beaten by Porto, and deservedly so. We were just not good enough today. And after so many very good wins, we've just been absolutely hammered. Well, we certainly need to pick up our performance after that defeat to Porto, because we're away from home at Old Trafford in what could be a very important match in the early stages of the title race. For me, the goal is to not get beaten. If we can do that, we will remain above United for the next Premier League game. A win is obviously the goal, but we just absolutely should not get beaten today. In terms of the team, Vieto does come in for Troy Deeney, who pulled a hamstring in the last game. Otherwise, the team is pretty much unchanged from the disappointing defeat against Porto. Dele Alli forward to Vieto. He sends the ball out wide to Heisaj, who loses it to Max Gradel. Now Wayne Rooney can come at us. He plays it into Paul Pogba, not somebody you want charging in on goal. He finds Asensio, who touches it into the back of the net, and we've fallen behind. Heisaj into Bernard, edge of the area. He sends it over, and Martial just can't get that header in. There's a full-time whistle. We've lost back-to-back games for the first time this season. That's really disappointing that we've lost to United 1-0. We weren't clinical enough, but it could have been a lot worse. United were dominant in the stats in every department, and they absolutely forced us aside. But we've got work to do to try and catch them. We're only 2 points behind them. It's not the end of the world, but we need to move on after our first league defeat of the season. Well, after losing away to Manchester United before the international break, we now have the prospect of losing away to Manchester City the other side of the international break. It's 2 very tough fixtures in a row, but we need to bounce back. We've lost 2 games in a row, and we need to put that run to an end. It's a very strong team going out there with Martial, Vieto and Origi leading the line. Herrera, Carvalho and Ali are in midfield with Alaba, Stones, Bartra and Heisaj across the back 4. Donnarumma in goal. I think we should be good enough to beat City, but we need to put in a much better performance than we did against United. Dele Alli through to Vieto. He slips it through to Martial, who's in on goal but skies it over the bar. Willems with a free kick. And Martial has fouled in the penalty area, and we've given away another penalty, this time to Man City. Hazard's going to step up to take, and Donnarumma keeps it out. We're still in with a chance in this game. Heisaj into Origi. He sends it across goal. It's come for Alaba. There's William Carvalho. Back to Heisaj. Dinked into Alaba. And Vieto's on hand to bury it in the goal. After saving a penalty at 0-0, we've gone and taken the lead right before half-time. Silva takes a corner. It's ricocheting around in that 6-yard area. And then Kevin De Bruyne just lashes it into the far post to make it 1-1. Divock Origi dinks the ball over the top, and Luciano Vieto's in on goal. He's got a man on the far side. It's Bernard who gets the header in. Somehow he finds the angle to put us in front with 20 minutes left. Bradley sends the ball forward. Even Claudio Bravo is up, and Vieto's gone for goal, and he's hit the post. Luciano Vieto nearly scores from the halfway line. Well, there's the full-time whistle. We showed true grit in this game to get the result, a very deserved one as well. As we move back to the top of the table, at least temporarily, City dropped down to 9th place after that defeat. But that is a very, very good and important victory for us, which sets us up well for the next episode. It's not been a bad episode. Those 2 defeats were quite disappointing, but otherwise we're still in very good form so far this season. And next episode we'll take on Galatasaray, and we'll take them on twice in the Champions League. We've also got an EFL Cup match at Old Trafford, Swansea and Spurs in the league before finishing at Sunderland at home. So some very winnable games back in Champions League action too. If you've enjoyed this video and seeing somebody nearly score from the halfway line, do drop a like on the video. If you want to see more, not just from this series but the Newcastle series, do please subscribe to the channel. And until next time, See ya.